Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Clitheroe. Today we have the Walking Dead podcast for We Are the Walking Dead, and the guests we have today are me, the Zeus Tuber, and our two good friends Ishmael and Tim. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves, go ahead. Sorry,
What's
guys.
going on, guys? It's Ishmael J Murray at Ishy Tweets.
Hey guys, it's Tim at RGN Tim on Twitter.
Alright, so we were originally going to be doing this on Google Hangouts, so we're not doing it in Google Hangouts, so I apologize to those of you who were psyched for joining us live at 11. And I know we're behind by like an hour and 40 minutes, but that's okay since we're still going to get to your questions. So let's just get right into this. Ronnie Hayes from Make a Path Presents might be joining us within the next few minutes, but that's still a little iffy. But maybe he will. So our first question of the day is from Stevie TWD fan Jacobs, and we will try to get to all 35 of your questions. Wow. First question is Sasha going to be comic book version of Andrea? She's apparently a sharpshooter in Season 5, and she has many pictures on her Wikia showing this. In her trivia, it says that she dresses similar to comic Andrea, and will she date Rick? Definitely, I think she'll be the sharpshooter. Based on pictures and based on just a lot of building up, I think. We know she's already a good shot. And like I said, she was seen filming in the tower at the Alexandria Safe Zone, which is what Andrea did in the comics. So it's all adding up in her favor. Personally, I think Michonne will be Rick's date, love interest type thing, but who knows?
So my thoughts on her taking Andrea's spot, Sasha. I really did not think Andrea should have ever died, but, you know, you can't go back on the past. But what I think is what's most likely going to happen is Sasha is going to take a lot of the character and leadership traits that Andrea had from the comic books, but I think there's going to be a little bit of a twist to that, and I don't think all of the traits are going to happen. Like, I don't think Sasha's going to have a relationship with Rick. I just can't see that happening. Some other things, too. I think they're going to switch a couple things around. Carol may be taking some of those leadership traits, too. So I think that they're going to kind of mix that around. Sasha's going to be taking most of them, but definitely not all of them, in my personal opinion.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we're all pretty much got the same opinions, to be honest. Wow.
Hello?
Hello.
Yo.
Hey, Ronnie.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
Finally got you in here.
Got you in here.
I cover my webcam so the government doesn't watch me in my private time.
Yeah. Sorry about the whole Google Hangouts confusion thing. That went downhill.
What happened
We tried setting it up, and it was a mixture of just Google being weird and I don't know. It just didn't work.
Fuck it. I honestly have never done a Hangouts yet.
Me either.
It's becoming like the YouTuber thing to do. Every so often they want to do a Hangouts, and I'm like dreading the day I do one.
Yeah.
Because my luck, I'll have a Hangout, and it'll be like me and like two other people, and I'll be like, I could have just fucking called you guys, I guess, huh?
Yeah. We just answered, is Sasha going to be the comic book version of Andrea? And me and Cliff are all already answered. So, if...
But, it's definitely starting to shape up that way. I know, we all know that, Carol adapted some of comic Andrea's storyline, and I'm sure there'll be, like, a bunch of little adaptions, but... we won't officially know. To me, you won't be comic Andrea. She could be the sniper. She can adapt her sniper storyline, but you won't be the comic Andrea unless you have that romantic relationship with Rick. That's like the pivotal point right there, because that's when she becomes like the underboss,
Right.
for Alexandria. So that's the part. When I see her getting a little close to Rick, that's official to me. To me, that's just my opinion.
That makes sense.
But I do believe she is starting to adapt more of her storyline, especially if she is the sniper.
Okay. What do you think, Ishmael?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I personally hope that she does become Rick's love interest.
How about you, Tim?
Yeah, I think what Ronnie said is definitely true, but I'm not sure if she's going to go, be with Rick. Just doesn't seem like there's any signs, at least.
Yeah, that's where I come in and agree with Tim. Like, I can see exactly why Ronnie's saying what he's saying, but so far, I think I've barely ever seen Rick ever even talk to Sasha that much. Like, they don't really have anything together. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see something in season 5, and me and Tim will be completely wrong. But for right now, I'm really not sure about that.
Yeah, they'd have to do some serious development of their relationship this season for me to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the shippers go, like, I'm the same way. I mean, season 5, if we get them together a little bit more, like, it'll be totally believable. Because think about it too, they can also work that relationship in from 5 and 6. That doesn't have to be, you know what I'm saying? Because that relationship doesn't have to be overnight when they get to Alexandria. But hold on, my kid just. But what I was going to say with the shippers, they'll get one episode like Daryl and Beth. You know, all of a sudden they're a couple.
Right.
What about before? You know what I'm saying? Like, no one was ever talking about. It took one episode for them to be together for a little bit, and now everyone's flying off the handle. So I think the general population would, if you had one little episode with them, I think the majority of the people would probably be accepting. But me, I would like to see it evolve over 5 and 6, if it is going to evolve.
Yeah, I could see that. That's a good point.
She has to get over Bob's supposedly death first.
Yeah, there is that.
And we don't know whether Jesse's going to come into it in Alexandria or someone with a different name. Be a lot of interest for Rick.
Yeah, I totally forgot about her. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Some people were thinking that Jesse could actually be a mainstay character and actually not die.
I kind of like the comic death of that. You know, that was pretty gruesome. I like that.
Yeah, Rick cuts off.
Like glory death.
Yeah.
Also, I've been hearing a lot of things that Holly's going to be coming also this.
Yeah, there's a blonde woman
guys.
spotted.
Nice for Abe.
Guys.
Yeah.
We're going to find out casting today.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Now, they're not going to hold nothing back, though, right? Like, they'll do the casting today, but, I mean, they don't hold any secrets back, right?
No.
Well, I know what I went to New York Comic Con last year, and Michael Cudlitz was he came up as like a fan question. And he was all dressed up as Abraham, and no one really knew it was him, and that was pretty awesome. But then
so cool.
And then like he was like swearing at Gimple, saying he was like an idiot and stuff, and then they find her.
He was like, I'm a smart motherfucker.
Yeah, and then he finally came up on stage. It was just so awesome when they announced that. And I think they actually announced Eugene and Rosita, too.
Yep.
So, yeah, they definitely should give us some confirmed news there, plus new footage.
Because one thing is that I'm dead set on is I want Negan to be I don't know about anyone else, but me personally, I want Negan to be their greatest secret ever. Not even a leak of anything. And have Negan come on the scene, because we'll be speculating the whole time like, oh man, Negan could be coming on any moment now. They're starting to talk about the Saviors. Rick bumped into them, killed a few of them, but no one's been casted. Maybe next season they're going to stretch this out. Yeah. And then we see Negan and no one even knew he was casted. And I'm still going for... If it's not going to be John Hamm, because I did not think John Hamm could pull it off until I looked into some of his work, and now I think he is the only one who could pull it off. However, that's just my opinion. But I would prefer an unknown, because when you take somebody of a high caliber, you start to see that character more, and it takes a while. Like it took me a while to see Abraham, because I was a Cutlets fan before. I liked him before and other shit, so much so that it's taken me, still I see Cutlets instead of Abraham in a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I would love a secret for Negan. I mean, that would be the shit.
Like, no one knew about Rick, really. I mean, people have seen, Love Actually, but no one... Andrew Lincoln was basically unheard of to a lot of people before Walking Dead.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the first time I seen the dude. I thought he was that dude from, damn, I'm never going to remember the name. There was some TV show that only ran one season, and it was, oddly enough, it was like they were in a coma the whole time, so that went with. But I thought it was that guy. I'm like, hey, that's the guy from that other show, and I was totally wrong.
Yeah.
But I like that when you don't hear of them, you know, because, I don't know, it's just their character, you have nothing to reference it on. It's not like, I don't know.
It takes you out of it. Like, if, just for example, like Liam Neeson came out, like, no one would see him as a Walking Dead character. We'd all see him as Liam Neeson.
We don't see him as Taken.
Right.
We're like, you know, Beth got kidnapped. Where's Liam Neeson now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bring him in. Taken 3 should be his appearance on The Walking Dead.
I'll be right back because I have to go just eat real quick. But you guys keep talking without me, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So
you have the questions up, Cliff?
The next question is
you don't want to see in season
things
5.
you don't want to see in season 5. Filler episodes. I don't want to see any filler episodes. Still, pretty much was the worst episode ever. I'm not.
Listen, that is bullshit. And to this dying day, I love everything that the whole team of The Walking Dead do. But I would have preferred if they just not shown an episode of The Walking Dead while the Oscars were going on. Is that what it was? And just skipped a whole week and showed us something else instead of that filler episode. Because to me, and to a lot of other people, that's why we had such a... Listen, nothing happened in that episode. And coincidentally, it was the same night of the Oscars. They don't want to lose, like, you know, if you can't have a large portion of the story of something important if a lot of other people are watching the Oscars instead. You know what I mean? And they might not be diehard Walking Dead fans. So,
that is probably the best point. I never even thought about that. Now it all makes sense.
Yeah, think about that. That was the night of the Oscars. So, and they pre-plan that shit, man. They have people who it's their sole job to look at ratings and plan shit. You know what I mean? That's your job. Just like there's assistants right now whose sole job is to scour the internet for spoilers to take down or to flag on YouTubers. Like, it's, you know what I mean? So somebody's job was to plan that.